Hello, Alexander the Great and United States military. You remember I said not too long ago that I had downloaded the original Facebook files that had all of the information. Shortly after that, I was tortured. And the information that I'm about to give you is the death blow to the media, okay? This is why I was tortured. This is the death blow to big tech. This is Daniel telling you exactly what was going on way back in the day, right? And here's some emails that I recently sent. We haven't claimed to be prophets, so we can't be classified as a false prophet, Alex. They pulled the Jesus stunt on me. I was just making sure you understood their concept. However, I personally do believe you are a saint. These people are evil. The technology is the beast system. They've chipped everyone, and the people don't even know it. Everybody has been turned into a meat suit without their consent. The only thing that is going to wake people up is whatever that is in the Alaskan weather cams. The problem is the public won't believe anyone except the mainstream media or the government because they've been programmed to only believe what's on the news. And I'm about to show you how that's possible. The military is just as evil as the media, if you ask me. Now, I just threw that in there, military, because y'all are pissing me off, okay? I gotta admit, I've been sending you all this information, and I haven't heard anything back from you, and other than to call me and ask me a bunch of stupid questions like I'm insane or something. I'm starting to wonder if y'all are insane, and I'm gonna get into that here in a second. How that's possible, okay? They could have stepped in a long time ago and fixed the problem, but they are sitting on their hands while veterans are tortured by big tech, globalists, and the FBI. What's that tell you? They aren't home either, okay? If you know any retired NASA people or somebody with some stroke that would verify that information on your show, that might work. Hey, Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? We need to find a Russian cosmonaut. I know you probably think I'm an idiot just like the media right now. However, stop and think about it. How badass would that be if a Russian cosmonaut broke the news of the century on your show, Alex? That'd be a thumb in their eye, wouldn't it? Uncle Vlad's laughing his ass off right now. Man, they are having heart attacks right now. Brilliant! All right. Now, I'm going to go. I told you I was going to start breaking down the Spanish, okay, in the Bible, some of it. And I know I don't like reading all of this thou and thee and all of that stuff. I probably should have brought up the only thing is, AI translated a whole lot of these newer versions of the Bible, okay? I guarantee you that. Now, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. Okay, the kingdom shall be divided, and they're creating class. They're creating division right now, class rules, divide and conquer, and they're using technology to do it. Okay, and one way they're doing that is Here is another reason I was tortured. This is a fairly typical flu activity in the United States. Now, right along here is the Bible Belt, right? It's where all your hardcore Christians are, right here. All your hardcore Christians live here. It's where your Christians live at, right? Now, just so happens that's the most typical flu activity, right, is right there in the Bible Belt. So if you have a whole lot of, if the media here, this is them, their throats are open graves, their tongues practice deceit, the poison of vipers is on their lips, okay? Well, that poison is the flu shot, and what they're doing is they're targeting the Bible Belt with the flu shot, and I'll get into the reason that they're doing that, which is in the Bible. Basically, the flu shot has mercury in it. Mercury rising. Watch that video on my YouTube channel. All of this is going to start making sense to you, okay? Somebody's telling me in my head right now that I'm dead. It's the Borg. They really hate me. I sure do make a whole lot of sense out of this Bible, don't I? So here you go. Look how closely aligned this map is to this. Okay, I can even break down. I have other maps. It's pretty obvious. Okay, even California over here. All right, what this technology does is make you a cyborg. Okay, it makes the government able to control you, so that what I was saying here in this email that I sent about the that the public only believes what the media tells them. That's the objective. This technology actually makes that possible, right? The problem is the public won't believe anyone except the mainstream media or the government, because they've been programmed to not only believe what's on it. They got nanotechnology, okay? The nanotechnology's airborne now. I can see it in the air, all right? But I believe vaccines play a major role in this, and it's culling the population, and you can tell what part of the population they're trying to cull, right? They're trying to cull the Christians, especially white Christians, right? They tried to cull me with this technology. They gave me 3 heart attacks and sent me to the hospital with a stroke shortly after I published this information on Facebook. Marcellus Wallace, you remember? That was Marcellus Wallace. Well, Marcellus Wallace got tortured, so now what I'm doing is I'm sending these emails, Marcellus Wallace, to one guy in the media that's still honest, and the United States Army's getting all this information too, and they're probably, hopefully their minds have been blown. So, here we go. And whereas they saw us the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it the strength of iron, for as much as sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this right here is iron, okay? You got these cell phone towers, and down here in the bottom, their feet are mixed with miry clay, all right? Now, that's a tower. Daniel said this a long time ago. The Bible's always accurate, okay? They don't like the Bible. Their new Bible's Wikipedia, okay? These people have gone from the Bible over to the satanic side, and they use Wikipedia as their new Bible. And I'm the Cosmos custom blend here. I know both Bibles, because Lockheed Martin had a lot to do with it, okay? Now, here's your potter's clay, right? Let's go back over here. And the kingdom shall be, let's see here, is mixed with clay, right? I covered that. Now you can go back and read this and put it together, okay? And in the days these kings shall have the God heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Remember my Texas secede plan? And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms and shall stand forever. Yeah, Texas is kind of set up to do that. For as much as thou sawest, the stone was cut out of the mountain with hands, and it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold. Well, you got gold in these 5G and in these different cellular technologies. There's gold in there. Brass and copper, okay, is used as a conductor. You're getting the picture here, right? I hope. Now, there was one more. Here we go. This is the main one. And the first part there was. And now this is Borg Warner, okay? This is me. I've gone over that. I showed you the Borg Warner. I've given you all the Spanish that's in everything. And there's also Spanish in the Bible. And the Bible is the original Spanish. And, Jesus. Go figure. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of man. Cellular technology, nanotechnology, all right? You got all of that. You got nanotechnology that's in our minds. It's turned our minds into a cell phone, basically, right? We've all got cell phones. We've all turned into cyborgs, okay? Now, this technology that is iron mixed with miry clay shall mingle themselves with the seed of man, which it does through the air, through frequencies and transmissions and hidden carrier frequencies and things like that. However, the satanic cult is using it to their advantage. but they shall not cleave to one another. Get it? Okay. In other words, they're connected, but they're not, you know, they're not holding each other's hand and connected. Everybody's mind's being connected by like a Borg, because this technology is capable of making us a Borg. And this is true. Everybody's turned into a Borg. Uranium one. You are and I am one. Of course, there's that small pause there. It's you are and I one, right? Is a slight pause, like getting ready for something. That's already happened. We're already at the one, okay? But then I'm pointing out the Bible and how this technology is being used for nefarious purposes over here, and how the Bible forecasted all of this. And they really hate this part of the Bible. Daniel is their pet peeve right now, okay? So, the kingdom shall be, okay, where was I? Now, I'm going to go over this again. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, that's, cell towers, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of man. That's exactly what they're doing, okay? But they shall not cleave to one another. It's, come on here, okay? That's what's taking place. Even as iron is not mixed with clay, right? In other words, when you set a tower in concrete, they're together, right? But the concrete isn't inside of the iron, right? They're mixed, but the concrete hasn't penetrated the iron, okay? Now, the cellular technology does penetrate our minds, but you get it, okay? I mean, we're not holding hands, but we're connected, right? Humans are, okay? It's kind of the same way you could put that there. It's kind of make it make sense. All right. Alexander, I'm under fire right now. I could really explain this, but anytime I get into the Bible, the satanic cult starts trying to obliterate me. So it takes everything I have to go through this. And the reason that I started giving you all this information is you're going to be the king of the media. And the great God had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. You're the man, Alex. I've given you the keys to the kingdom. Now you need to break all of this down, because you still have your mind that isn't infiltrated, patient zero, because you didn't take vaccines. And, since your kids didn't take vaccines, we may have to make one of your sons Jesus, okay? Son of man. Everybody else is a traitor because their freaking minds are inoculated with technology that got hacked by foreign countries, okay? And, like I said, I could really break this down even better, but I'm just giving you the brass tacks here for you to run with it there, partner. All right?